GLAAD, the non-profit organisation that monitors LGBTQ+ representation in media, has released its nominations for the 36th Annual Media Awards, which will take place on March 27th. Today I'm going to cover the nominations featuring sapphic characters, with a focus on the ones that I haven't talked about on my channel before, so you can hopefully discover some great sapphic content. Starting with outstanding films, there is Love Lies Bleeding, which you've probably heard of, although I haven't covered it yet on my channel. Set in 1989, it follows Lou, a gym manager who falls hard for Jackie, a bodybuilder on her way to Vegas to pursue a career. Their intense relationship is tested when Lou's criminal father becomes involved, and Jackie gets caught in the middle. I haven't seen it yet, but from what I gather, the film is explicit with multiple sex scenes and moments of violence. I've heard some people love it and others hate it. With a powerhouse like Kristen Stewart in the lead alongside Katie O'Brien, who previously impressed in The Mandalorian, it's no surprise to see it nominated. Cuckoo is a film about 17-year-old lesbian Gretchen who, after the death of her mother, moves to a resort in the Bavarian Alps with her dad, stepmother and half-sister. Strange things are happening, but the police dismiss her concerns, and they only grow when her family disappears. This body horror film includes a sapphic subplot involving Ed, a girl living at the resort with whom Gretchen grows close and plans to run away with. Mean Girls, the beloved 2004 story of how the new girl tries to get in with the popular Mean Girls, got a musical remake last year. While Renee Rapp had a headcanon that Mean Girl Regina was a lesbian, as she should, I don't believe it was canonically acknowledged. I think the nomination comes from the fact that the lead, Katie, befriends two queer students, one of whom is Janice, played by actress Auli'i Cravalho. North Macedonia released Housekeeping for Beginners, about a woman named Ditta who finds herself raising her girlfriend's two daughters. The trailer suggests her girlfriend has died, and Ditta marries a gay man in what I assume is a marriage of convenience, meaning his lover also moves in. While it doesn't seem to offer much sapphic joy, it does look like a good film, and I've never seen anything from North Macedonia, so I'm intrigued. If anyone has seen it, please let me know what you thought in the comments. Fancy Dance is a film I discussed on my Patreon as part of my Everything I've Watched So Far This Year series. It's a thoughtful and moving film about Jax, who has her niece Roki taken out of her custody after her sister goes missing and no one is looking for her. As Jax tries to solve the mystery, she kidnaps her niece to take her to the state powwow. Jax is sapphic, and we briefly see her relationship with an exotic dancer, though it plays a small part in the overall film. Still, it's an emotionally resonant film worth checking out. I've heard not so great reviews about Am I OK?, which was highly anticipated last year, but it is nonetheless nominated. The film follows Lucy, whose friendship with her gay best friend Jane is tested when Lucy begins questioning her sexuality. I've heard the story loses its way a bit and ultimately doesn't satisfy, but perhaps it's better than I've heard. Winona Earp got a film reboot with Winona Earp Vengeance, where we check in with the wildly popular Wayhawkship of Waverly and Nicole as Winona, Waverly's sister, confronts a nemesis hell-bent on destroying her and everyone she loves. For Outstanding Comedy Series, we have We Are Lady Parts, a UK comedy series about an all-Muslim punk rock band called Lady Parts. They search for a lead guitarist and find her in the form of Amina, an anxious biology PhD student, although the band isn't sure she is the right fit. Amina is torn between this new rock and roll world and her straight-laced university life. The drummer Aisha is sapphic and has a crush on a girl named Zania for 2 episodes, though I'm not sure if she has any other sapphic storylines. For Outstanding Drama Series, we have The Chi. Set in Chicago, this coming-of-age drama follows the residents of a neighborhood where things are not always straightforward, with dangerous potholes and politics to navigate. There are a few sapphic characters over the 6 seasons, most notably Nina Williams, the mother of one of the lead characters, Kevin. In Season 1, she has a girlfriend, and in Season 3, she marries her then-girlfriend, Dre. In Season 6, there's also Brittany, who is looking to create a music career and reconnect with her brother. Heartbreak High is a remake of the popular Australian show from the 90s, following Emery and her friends Darren and Quinny as they navigate love, sex and heartbreak while in high school. Both Darren and Quinny are queer, and we follow Quinny as she develops a crush on Sasha, which, from the looks of it, blossoms into a lovely relationship. Lately, sapphic witches have been having a moment with Agatha All Along and Wicked, which are both nominated, and in the series Wicked City, we get more. Now in its third season, Wicked City follows a group of urban witches dealing with dark secrets and dangerous enemies. From what I gather, there is a sapphic romance between witches Angela and Mona, and I think Darletta could also be sapphic. For Outstanding Limited or Anthology Series, we have Expats, a mini-series that follows 3 women who are closely connected in an expat community in Hong Kong. The story revolves around how they deal with grief and loss when one of them loses their son. The youngest of the 3 women, Mercy, meets a local woman and develops a romance with her while also dealing with the consequences of her involvement in the boy's disappearance. For Outstanding New Series, GLAAD has nominated No Good Deed, a series about 3 families vying to buy the same house. In the process, we delve into these people's lives and their unique issues, including Leslie Fisher, played by Abby Jacobson, and her partner Sarah Webber. Linda Cardellini, who played Queer in Dead to Me, is back, and she and Kate Moaning from The L Word end up in bed together when Kate has a 3-episode guest appearance. Now to sapphic nominations I've already covered on my channel previously. Wicked, about how the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz becomes wicked, is so queer that even if Elphaba and Glinda's romance isn't canonically acknowledged, the general gayness of this film is undeniable. Drive Away Dolls got a nod too. It's about 2 sapphic women who decide to change their lives when they go on a road trip with a car they are to deliver to its destination, not anticipating they'll be chased by the mafia. Mary and George deals with a woman who grooms her son to be the lover of the King of England in order to secure her family's future. She herself visits a woman in a whorehouse. Under the Bridge, based on the true story of a 14-year-old girl's shocking murder in Victoria, BC. The woman who decides to write a book about it and the cop investigating the case are ex-lovers. Agatha All Along follows the witch Agatha, who has lost her powers and must walk the witch's road to regain them. She has a troubled past with her ex-lover Rio, whom she must confront. Based on the video game, the steampunk series Arcane follows 2 sisters who are fighting on opposite sides of a conflict between the twin cities of Piltover and Zorn. One of the sisters, Vi, meets and falls for Caitlin. Hacks is the story of the aging comic Deborah Vance and her young writer Ava as they navigate Hollywood. Ava is bisexual and has multiple liaisons with women. The 6 Lives of College Girls follows the 6 lives of a group of college girls, one of whom is gay. My Old Ass is about a girl who is about to head to college, who over a summer must re-examine her life when she meets her older self and realizes she might not know her sexuality as well as she thought she did. Hopefully you found some content to pique your interest, and if you've watched any of this, do let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, lady lovers.